Today on an all-new Dr. Phil. When her daughter overdosed,
I snapped. I lost it.
she checked out.
I feel more connected to what's here than what's alive.
See what you're saying to yourself. I'm failing my family. Don't want to be a mom. No point in taking care of myself. I should just give up.
It's all true.
None of it's true.
Plus, how did this woman go from this to this?
Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
I try to be an emotional compass and point you in the right direction.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. Sisters Amber and Andrea, along with their mother Heather, never imagined that opening a bedroom door would change their family forever. But what was found behind these two doors did just that. Less than a year apart, Amber found her older sister Ashley laying lifeless in her daughter's bedroom from a drug overdose. And Heather found her own mom, the rock of the family, passed away from a long and painful battle with cancer. Amber says those devastating losses have destroyed her mother almost beyond repair. She's so worried about her mother that she sent me 12 desperate emails designed to save her mother's life.
My sister, she had passed away. She was staying in my daughter's bedroom at the time. As I came up the stairs, I found my sister's body laying right here. The moment I saw her, I knew she'd passed away. There was a spoon laying next to her, and the detective informed me that she had passed away due to an overdose. Since Ashley's death, my mom is slowly dying inside. She spends a lot of her time at the cemetery crying. My mom has my sister's photos all over her fridge and looks at them every day. My mom tells me all the time that I don't understand her pain because I've never lost a child before. I feel hurt when she says this because I understand the loss of losing Ashley because I'm the one that had found her body. I've always felt like Ashley has taken my mom away from me. My mom had to focus on Ashley due to her addiction. Most of my day consists of how I can make my mom happy, and I feel that no matter what I do, it's never gonna be enough. Even though Ashley is gone, she still has my mother's full attention.
Andrea says she lost her best friend the day her sister died, but instead of being there to help her grieve, she says her mom, well, she says she's just abandoned her.
I think about my sister Ashley's death multiple times a day. I really feel like a piece of me is gone. I text her all the time, just what's going on in my day. I'm sorry, I'm not the, just everything that I would normally tell her. After Ashley passed away, my mom and I got into an argument and she kicked me out. My mom threw all of my things onto the front yard. She snapped. She called me a whore, said I wish I would have listened to your dad and got an abortion. She said to me, no one cares about you. I have not forgiven her for that. My mom and I never talked. I wish that my mom and I could be in the same room. My mom treats my sister Amber differently because she is the one that found my sister when she had passed. If my mom knew how much losing Ashley affected me, I do not think that she would treat me the way that she does. I don't feel like I have a mom right now at all.
Okay, it's good to meet y'all, and let me say I'm sorry for your loss. Obviously, both of you have had significant losses in your life, and what you're worried about now is another loss. I mean, you basically feel like you've lost your mom, right?
Right.
Heather says she has lost her purpose in life and admits that she didn't want to do anything, including being a mom right now. Watch this.
My daughter, Andrea, does not seem to show any compassion towards what I'm going through. I feel completely alone. Losing my mom was tough, but losing my daughter, nobody really understands. I still talk to Ashley in my head, as weird as that might sound. I have conversations with her and my mother. I stop by her graveside. I feel like if I was passing her home, I would stop and see her, so that's what I do. I don't get much closure there, though. I don't know where Ashley's spirit is, but if it's here, I want to come here because if I need help with something, I need her to help me. And just that I miss her. I miss talking to her. I tell her I'm mad at her and I can't believe this happened. I just wonder where I failed her. I feel more connected to what's here than what's alive. Not sure why. I feel better here. I feel as though I'm failing my family. I sometimes feel I do not have a purpose in life.
Let me start off, before I say anything else, I have to say I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
The loss of your mother and the loss of your child. You know, I've buried my mother not very long ago. I buried my father some time ago.
It brought you to your knees, didn't it?
I mean, it just to lose that kind of fan in life is devastating. So I know, I do know how you feel in that regard. I've not buried a child, so I won't tell you that I know how you feel in that regard. This has knocked you down.
I'm down. I can get back up, but I'm down for sure.
But you're not getting back up.
Right. That's where you come in.
You've checked out. Well, maybe. You had said to your girls, there's really not any point in coming here because nobody can help you.
I don't feel like anyone understands.
You said, and this is a quote, I think if I didn't wake up, it would be better.
I feel that way sometimes. I'm just sad. I feel broken. I feel shattered. I don't know how I can have a heart when it's broke. I thought my mom's death was hard. And then when Ashley went, that was it.
Do you blame yourself for Ashley's death?
I wonder every day if I had not kicked Ashley out, if she would still be alive. I place some blame on my mother for Ashley's death.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil, Dad claims his daughter's fiancé is controlling.
I haven't talked to my daughter in 3 weeks. That's not my choice.
Abusive.
She told me about the hitting and the biting.
You personally saw the bite marks on her arm.
And to make matters worse,
She said he had choked her.
I never said that he strangled me
she's defending him.
He got punched in the arm, thrown into the refrigerator.
because I did deserve it.
That's tomorrow.
I place some blame on my mother for Ashley's death because she never tried to understand her addiction. Last year, my mom found a bowl of Ashley's for smoking marijuana, and my mom didn't know what it was, but she thought it was for heroin. She just assumed and kicked her out. My mom kicking Ashley out of the house was one of the biggest reasons for Ashley's relapse. I was grieving my mother, and I felt Ashley put more drama in my life that I did not need. I did feel as though a weight was lifted off my shoulders. At that point, I didn't want to be there for anyone else. I just wanted to grieve my mom. I wonder every day if I had not kicked Ashley out, if she would still be alive. I think if Ashley was still living in my mom's house, that she would be here today.
Do you blame yourself for Ashley's death?
I blame myself for Ashley's death and wondering, doing the shoulda, woulda, couldas. I forced her into rehab to get off methadone. And I wonder if I would have left her on methadone at my house, where it was financially choking her, if she'd be here. But
You entertain the theory that by her kicking her out of the house, that she contributed to her death.
Yes, because she was so stressed and that she just felt like she had nowhere to go.
and on that note,
That's not a good feeling.
She broke a drug rule, a house rule, my bottom line, the things the professionals and sometimes even you have told me the bottom line with the drugs, and that's why I asked Ashley to leave, because I do have a 10-year-old that I needed to also protect, and I didn't want any influence. After she came out of rehab, we talked, knew the rules, and there's not going to be any drugs. If you feel like you're going to relapse, you got to reach out to the people that are here to help you and love you, and she broke a rule, and at that point I had to stick to my bottom line.
I have said that before. And I would have said that to you before as well.
Thank you.
And I tell you right now, Ashley made the choice to take those drugs and put them in her veins and overdose. You didn't make that choice. You didn't make that choice. You didn't make that choice. Nobody made that choice but her.
That's right.
Now, you can...
I beat myself up a little bit.
You can decide to take that on, but you did not make that choice.
I thought I was saving her life because I stuck to my bottom line.
And she did not die on the street, under a bridge, or in some drug house. Where did she die?
At her house, which might have been worse, because now I worry about her.
In whose room?
My, at the time, 3-year-old daughter's room.
I'm really, really sorry that she's dead. I'm sorry that she's gone.
Thank you.
But shame on her for bringing that into your home. Shame on her for bringing that into your daughter's room.
Agree.
Shame on her for letting your daughter find her in the floor and come get mommy and say something's wrong. Shame on her for doing that.
Absolutely.
You don't own that. You don't own that. You don't own that. What do you do after all this? Amber and Andrea both worry their mother's roller coaster of emotions is having a lasting effect on their 10-year-old sister. Heather says, I put on a face. I've handled it. She doesn't know. Should they be concerned? We'll talk to Heather about that after the break. You don't have the right to curl up in a ball and sit on the sideline.
You're right.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. Did you know that more than 16 million kids in the U.S. are at risk of hunger each day? Join me and visit feedingamerica.org/hunger to find your local food bank to help. I'm Dr. Phil, and together, we are Feeding America.
I worry about my 10-year-old sister, seeing my mom crying and the effect that it's having on her.
My 10-year-old is my biggest supporter.
My sister still talks like a baby and sleeps with her every night. I think my mom parents my little sister out of guilt because she is grieving my sister Ashley.
These girls want you to be helped.
I know.
It doesn't mean that everything is perfect between all three of you. You two have conflicts between you, right? But even so, when we talked to her, she said, yeah, there are problems there, there's conflicts there. But you know what? I want my mother to be okay.
And I want my daughter to be okay.
Which I thought was a very mature thing on your part. You know, we got differences, but I want my mom to be okay.
Thank you.
And you really mean that, right?
Yeah, of course.
How do you feel about that?
I want my daughter to be okay. Andrea puts a lot of worry on my plate on top of what I've already gone through. She doesn't make healthy life decisions. I feel angry at her a little bit too. I feel like I want her to be okay so that I'm okay. Because when my kids hurt, I hurt.
Yeah, well, how about I make you a deal?
Okay.
How about I promise that I'll turn my attention to her after I focus my attention on you?
It's a deal.
This saying, oh, my 10-year-old doesn't notice. Your 10-year-old...
She knows.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely. Well...
I mean, I've known you for 10 minutes. And it's pretty apparent to me, and you can put a face on this, but children are very perceptive.
I guess if I put a smile on my face and I make it to soccer practice and, you know, even though there's tears, I'm functioning, I think it's okay, but I know it's not.
We ask a lot of questions. And I pay particular attention not to what you say to me, but what you say to yourself. And when I look at the things you're saying to yourself, that tells me a lot.
Oh, no.
And I took a look at your internal dialogue. I should just give up. Don't want to be a mom. I'm failing my family. No point in taking care of myself. I'm completely broken. I feel disgusting.
It's all true.
None of it's true. What's true is that that's what you say to yourself.
Yeah.
If that's what you're saying to yourself over and over and over again.
Where's the bed?
What possible outcome could you have?
I can't dig myself out of that.
We don't react to what happens in life. We react to what we say to ourselves about what happens in our lives. You're not reacting to the fact that you lost your mother. You're not reacting to the fact that you lost your daughter. You're reacting to what you say to yourself about losing your mother and your daughter.
It's true.
Grief is not a disease. You are not broken. You don't have the right to curl up in a ball and sit on the sidelines.
You're right. You're right.
You have a responsibility to put one foot in front of the other and behave and think your way through this.
You're right.
All right, Heather admits she has checked out. Well, I'm going to check her back in. I'm the desk clerk. We'll be right back. I want to solve this mystery for you. I'm telling you, as long as you keep telling yourself this, you are going to keep feeling like that.
Do you need Dr. Phil's help? Text Phil to 88500 and share your story for a chance to appear on the show. Standard message and data rates may apply.
My mom has let herself go. Since my grandma got sick, she gained around 100 pounds.
I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, "You're a fat ass." I am uncomfortable with myself and I don't know how to fix it. I just don't care anymore.
Look at this internal dialogue. When you look at this and you realize, think about this in simple terms. If this is how you're talking to yourself, is there any other possible outcome?
No.
Okay, do y'all all know what I mean when I say internal dialogue?
It's that gut feeling.
Do you guys all know that you have an internal dialogue? Everybody get that? Do you listen to what you say to yourselves? Do you get, if you think that there are times in your life that you have a really negative internal dialogue, raise your hand. Raise it high, own it, raise it high. Nobody raised two hands, you liars. People should have had two hands up. I have two hands up. There are times when I have negative internal dialogue so bad, I got to raise two hands up and not a foot because I'm not flexible enough to get a foot up. We all have negative internal dialogue at times. Do you understand the power of language? It's so powerful. So I want to solve this mystery for you. I'm telling you, as long as you keep telling yourself this, you are going to keep feeling like that.
Right.
And when you hit the eject button on this, and it goes away, then you're going to have to replace it with something that is more positive. You've stopped taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, socially, familially. That's got to stop.
Okay.
I wrote a book.
I know. Just a couple.
Okay. Well, it's not a paperweight. When you get a book...
I have it.
Well,
I didn't read it, I'm not going to lie. I need it in audio. 2020, right? Here's the thing, when I read, I fall asleep, so I got to get the audio.
Okay, you want me to tell you my internal dialogue right now?
You want us back?
What the hell?
I did buy it,
I spend a year writing a book. You buy it, don't read it. It's called the 2020 Diet. Turn your weight loss vision into reality. I am going to make you a project.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Now, okay.
Thank you.
Listen to what you just said. What did you just say?
Awesome.
You just said yes. Yes. Did you hear what she just said? I conducted a national survey to figure out why diets fail. I did this massive survey to figure out why diets fail and figured it out. And I designed this book to answer every reason diets fail, because I knew if I don't figure out a reason that diets fail, what's the point in doing it? Here they are. Here's why diets fail. They fail because people get hungry.
True.
Right? Mm-hmm. Cravings. You get on a diet and you don't get to eat the things you want to eat. You get cravings.
True.
Feelings of restriction, so you rebel. You feel restricted, so you go, yeah, okay.
I'm over this.
I'm gonna rebel. Impracticality and expense. You get bored.
True.
And then temptations. And then it's inconsistent results and plateaus. You do okay for a while, and then you plateau out, and you go, well,
what's the point?
This isn't working.
Yeah.
So I knew I had to deal with every one of those things, and I did. And here's the deal. I broke it into 3 phases. And I put the dots so close together, you can't not succeed here. I'm going to give you 20 foods for 20 days. And some of these foods, research tells us, are thermogenic. You eat these foods, they burn faster in your body. They burn hot metabolically.
I need that.
So they really cook. And some of them are time release. So you eat them and they last a long time so you don't get hungry. So you're burning faster, they're lasting longer. And I'm going to give you certain exercise regimens. You're going to get off the couch, out of the fetal position. You're going to behave your way to success. Will you do that?
Absolutely. And I will not disappoint you.
You do that, you're going to be damn proud of what happens. Now, here's the good news. I did this book last year, which means you don't have to speculate about whether what I put together works or doesn't work. You guys might remember these 2 friends barely made their flight to come to me because they were busy looking for food in the airport, but they insisted they were ready to change their life and get real about their weight. So did they? It's an update you are not going to want to miss. We're going to talk to them after the break. We're going to continue to focus on what's going to happen with this mother right here. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Did you 2 miss your connecting flight to the show because you were drinking beer and eating at Panda Express at the airport?
Ball dropped.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil. Dad says stop the violence.
You got punched in the arm, thrown into the refrigerator.
I did deserve it.
And stop the wedding.
She's engaged to marry him.
That's tomorrow.
Closed captioning provided by...
Safe non-habit-forming Midnight. Unlike some sleep products, it's drug-free. It can help you fall asleep and stay asleep so you can wake refreshed. Midnight, the drug-free way to get the sleep you need.
Dr. Phil, I'm super anxious about my upcoming wedding. Please help me lose this extra weight and become the healthiest bride I can be.
Dr. Phil, please help me lose this mom gut. It needed to be gone yesterday.
I have 99 problems and being fat is a big one. Can you help me lose weight and regain my health?
I'm going back to school for my Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and I want to represent the healthcare field in a positive light and not be an obese nurse and stop digging my own grave.
Can you help me lose this baby weight so that I can keep up with my 2 kids?
Dr. Phil, nothing is working, and I am fed up, and I am desperate for your help.
Now, are you just like them, fighting a never-ending day in and day out battle when it comes to food and your weight? Are you sick and tired of yo-yo diets that have kept you a prisoner of your own body and mind for years? Well, that needs to stop now. I've written a book. It's called The 2020 diet. Turn your weight loss vision into reality. 10 months ago, best friends Lindsay and Candy sat on this stage cracking jokes and making excuses about why they just could not lose weight.
I can explain my weight problem in 3 words. I am fat.
Our friendship isn't based on food. It's just something we share.
It's not the food that we share, because I don't share. Hashtag big girl problems.
Did you two miss your connecting flight to the show because you were drinking beer and eating at Panda Express at the airport?
Ball dropped.
The good news is I do have exactly what you're looking for. But you need to understand, you get involved with me, I will haunt you till the end of the earth.
We've heard Victor Clinch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
After the first round of the diet, I lost 25 pounds.
Phase 1 is really, I think it's supposed to be the hardest phase, but that's actually probably my favorite phase. I actually lost 6 pounds this week.
I lost in 1 week 230 pounds of boyfriend.
You look better. I'm seeing less of you than I did last time.
All right.
So what's been working for you the best?
Everything. The book, you laid it out so clearly. We just got in there, we committed. Now we meet up at the gym instead of at restaurants.
We drive our poor trainer nuts.
Yeah. So you go, girls. Congratulations.
Thank you for everything.
Well, I am proud to say that Lindsay and Candy combined weight loss of nearly 200 pounds and 100 total inches. This was Lindsay and Candy before, but this is Lindsay and Candy now. Come on out, ladies. All right. Now, I got to say, you girls look great. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Guys, have a seat. All right, first off, how much weight have you lost?
I've lost, I think I'm at 108. I'm still losing.
108 pounds. Wow. All right. And how much have you lost?
I'm right at 60 and still going.
Good.
So,
I mean, seriously, look at you guys. What do you think?
Love it.
I mean,
Love
if
it.
I can do it, y'all can do it, and that's what I tell my class about multiplication, too. So just trust me. If I can do it, y'all can do it.
All you need is the book and a pair of tennis shoes, and that's it. No excuses.
So what was the spark? I mean, what allowed you to get the traction to get started? I know you like the dots being close together. Yeah. That was important.
I mean,
you were a big spark because we said he thinks we're not going to do it. We're going to do it.
Yeah, everyone was like,
that was a big spark.
They're not going to take it seriously.
You haven't lived until you've carried a scale through LAX. The Dr. Jill came us and we're like, okay, this is some serious stuff. We're going to do it.
Yeah, and I mean, it just, 1 week,
having a partner made such a big difference too. We had the book to go back to all the time.
Phase 1, it is like, oh my gosh, I can do this.
Yeah.
25 is only a quarter of 100.
Right.
So I did that 4 times. That's it.
There you go.
Multiplication.
Of course, you haven't read enough of the book to know this. But there are 3 phases to this. You have certain foods that you do in phase 1 that are thermogenic and their time release. And the whole point is you have to detox certain things because you're so addicted to sugar and salt and fat.
True.
And you don't realize that you're actually addicted to it, and you have to go through withdrawal. But you learn to put other things in its place. Now, you guys could eat now things that have like sugar, salt, and butters in them, and it would think you were like eating lard out of a can.
So salty to us now, and we have to tell you our very favorite trick. We have to tell y'all.
Yes.
Do it.
Cinnamon in your coffee. Yeah. Cinnamon and black coffee are 2020 foods.
Yeah, this allows you to have coffee because, again, I don't want you rebelling, so you can do this in the real world. And in phase 3, they even tell you how to order food at a restaurant. You learn about the difference between mind hunger and physical hunger and habit hunger. Which was the worst for you guys? Habit hunger?
Habit.
My whole plan was to create the 3 phases, put the dots real close together so if you followed them, then it becomes a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you're there.
It is definitely a lifestyle change, and why we think we're going to be able to keep this up for the rest of our lives, because we're really grounded in it now, and we just feel very comfortable.
And if the whole book freaks you out, just get it and go to the back. There are cheat sheets.
And chapter 3, and don't skip chapter 3 because that's very
important.
important.
And then go back and read. But the cheat sheets in the back are awesome.
Well, and that's why they're there. Why do you say chapter 3 is important?
Because it dealt a lot with getting out of your own way. To me, the food part was much easier than the emotional and the mental part. So chapter 3, I could always go back to if I was having a hard time, and it talked about, why you deserve to do this. Yeah, chapter 3 was amazing. I've referred back to it constantly.
Yeah, because the whole point is if you eat emotionally.
Yes.
And there are people that are emotional eaters. And you described yourself as that to begin with. And the research shows if you are an emotional eater, you are 13 times more likely to wind up being obese. Yeah. All right, you guys have done a great job, and you are all about having fun, so we want you to have fun. So Club Med Punta Cana is going to provide Lindsay and Candy an amazing, all-inclusive 6-day, 5-night stay at their beautiful new adult-exclusive Zen Oasis area and rooms in the Dominican Republic. Well, so we want you guys to have a good time. You will love it. All right, next, viewers from all over the country have been busting their butts and winning the Battle of the Balls using the 2020 diet. There's shocking results after the break.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil, Dad claims his daughter's fiancé is controlling.
I haven't talked to my daughter in 3 weeks. That's not my choice.
Abusive.
She told me about the hitting and the biting.
You personally saw the bite marks on her arm.
And to make matters worse,
she said he had choked her.
I never said that he strangled me.
She's defending him.
He got punched in the arm, thrown into the refrigerator.
Because I did deserve it.
That's tomorrow.
If you are going to be in the Los Angeles area and you would like free tickets, go to drphil.com and click on Be in the Audience.
Or you can call 323-461-PHIL. That's 323-461-7445. Well, we've been talking to Lindsay and Candy, and they were not alone on their weight loss journey, because since I launched the 2020 diet here on this stage last year, I've been flooded with success stories from so many of you at home. Take a look.
Last year, I weighed 200 pounds. I had 70 pounds to lose. And by July 10th, I had lost those 70 pounds.
Thanks for the great plan.
When you have lost 53 pounds and 40 inches, it's time to donate. Look at how huge these are. They were my work pants, and I'm so excited. This is the one that I had my picture taken in when I first started my journey. I am a happy gal, Dr. Phil.
Using the 2020 diet, we have experienced some very gratifying results. I have lost 80 pounds.
I've lost 20 pounds.
I have lost 10 inches in the waist. And I've also lost 3 shirt sizes from XXL to large.
Thank you, Dr. Phil.
Our aha moment is when we realized we were the size of an NFL linebacker.
Through our separate journeys of weight loss, I had lost a total of 100 pounds.
And I had lost a total of 65 pounds. All we needed to start was Dr. Phil's book.
I read the book, headed to the grocery store and bought the foods, and I started making this my lifestyle. This is the dress I wore when I weighed 210 pounds, and now I weigh 158. Dr. Phil, thank you so much for giving me a new lifestyle.
I'm skinny now, skinnier than I've ever been. Brand new yoga pants, way too big. Oh my God. Way too big. Did I lose 38 pounds? I'm so excited. Thank you, Dr. Phil. This is good.
I am so proud of all of you. My next guest, Angela, says after having 2 children and losing her own mother, she had a difficult time losing her excess weight. But after watching Lindsay and Candy, she says she got off her butt and got to work. Let's see what Angela looked like just a few months ago. Okay, well now she has lost 44 pounds. Angela, come on out. Oh, wow, wow. All right. Oh, wow, congratulations.
Can I give you a hug?
Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. But Angela isn't my only viewer with big results. Sherry says when her doctor told her she was going to be put on medication for high cholesterol, she said nope, and decided she was going to do something about it herself. Not only did her cholesterol drop 60 points, she also lost 18 pounds in the process. Sherry, come on out. Oh, wow. 60 points at 18 pounds.
Points.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Now, you guys look great. And has this been easy or hard?
I mean, at first it was hard just because, you know, you have to really get used to it. It changes everything completely. So the process was really easy. That's why I got the book. So I was like,
yeah,
everything's laid out. I don't have to do anything, research, nothing. It's all done for me.
Yeah, so you like those dots being close together.
Yes, yes.
And you like, did the phases work for you?
Yes.
And how about you?
Oh, same here. I liked everything laid out for me, all the recipes, measurements, and all that. I mean, in my head, I always knew what to eat, but I never really knew, like, the right combinations of food, I guess, put together. So.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used the word combination because it is important, the combination of the foods that we put together in there, because if you use the time release and the thermogenic foods together, then you get the biggest bang for your buck. And that's why we have the menus the way they are. And these meals are top-notch. I'm talking shrimp and spinach stir-fry, open-faced egg avocado salad sandwich, blueberry peanut butter smoothies, cod cakes, lemon pepper chicken pasta. We're not talking stuff here that, like, is tough to live on, right?
Like boiled chicken.
No, it's not. Did you use the app?
Yes, I love the app. If you buy the book, you get a passcode and you can download the app for free and put in a keyword on, like it'll say page whatever, and you find the word it says and you put it in and you get all of this right on your phone. And I love it.
All right, so Heather, can you do this? If you have a family member or a friend who you believe is living a lie and needs help coming clean with themselves, with you, with whoever, log on to drphil.com and share your story. Ready to get real? Go to drphil.com for advice on relationships, parenting, finances, and more. Plus, weigh in on your favorite episodes, share your stories, and find support in the Dr. Phil community. When you sign up for the community, you will automatically be subscribed to the Dr. Phil Show newsletter. Log on to drphil.com today. Do you want to do it?
Absolutely. I'm ready. I want to look like that.
Because the thing that's so important to me is you are a role model for your daughter.
Absolutely.
You are an inspiration to these daughters. They want their mother back. They want their mother back.
Yes.
And if this is something you grab onto and do and take care of yourself, then you've got the energy, you've got the heart, you've got the things that you can do. And you've, as your body image changes, does your self-image change?
Everything changes. I thought I was.
Does it not?
Absolutely. I mean, you just overall feel healthy, and it's not only about the losing the weight, but like the cholesterol issues that I have. To know that I don't have to go on cholesterol medication, it made me just so happy. And I lowered it 60 points, and overall, you just physically have energy. You're not tired all the time. It's just a wonderful feeling just from putting the right foods in your body. It's worth it. It is.
And to speak to your situation, I mean, I was really depressed. When I started this, it was crazy. I can't even explain it, but the foods in it and everything, it just like clears your head out. So I thank you very much for giving me my life and helping me feel like happy for the first time in my life. I really appreciate it.
And I want you to do this, and I want you to know that Ashley's watching, that your mom is watching, and I don't want you to feel guilty about you doing it. I want you to be proud of it. I want you to know they're watching. I want you to know that they're proud of you for doing this. Okay, and I did not forget that I said when we get you up and running,
It's not funny.
that we haven't forgotten about daughter over here.
Thank you.
And so we're going
Takes a lot off my mind.
we're going to deal with that as well, and you know we'll have some things to talk about. Okay? All right, we've got to go. I want to thank all of my guests today. A special thanks to Club Med Punta Cana for the amazing vacation for Lindsay and Candy. If you want your own copy of the 2020 Diet, it is available anywhere books are sold, and everyone in the audience is going home with a copy. I know we live in an environment where we're always on the go, so I'm proud to say you can also go to the 2020 Diet app. If you want to download your own 2020 app, you can go to iTunes and Google Play. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.